Hey tribe, welcome to my first ever vlog. How many will there be? You know, it's just something that I felt led to do, so here we are. If you are new here, I am Gigi with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad that you're able to join me here today, or whenever it is that you're catching this. So, going with the flow, you know, this seems to be coming up a lot for me lately, and as an adult, you know, I find it hard to go with the flow. You know, it doesn't feel natural to me, and you know, I want the control, you know, is something that I'm having to work on, you know, because I tend to be too rigid, and you know, I don't leave myself any wiggle room or grace even. And but as a child, you know, going with the flow for me was as natural as breathing. And, you know, I didn't have those self-imposed limits, right? Or beat myself up. And, you know, this story that I'm about to share with you comes up so often, and in fact my mom and we just talked about it literally yesterday when we were spending time together. And I'm from small town USA here in Oklahoma, and every summer as a kid, like between the ages of 2 and 4, you know, these were when I started having memories that I actually remember, right? And we would go to my pawpaw's aunt and uncle's farm in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Shout out Tahlequah, right? But they had a farm, and you know, we would go to the Illinois River. You know, you can swim and fish, and some people float the river. And it was good times, right? But my mom and I were talking about the specific time when, you know, I was about 2 years old, and it is one of my earliest memories. And, you know, we were wading out, and my mom was holding on to my hand. You know, I'm 2 years old. Of course she's holding on to me, right? But the next thing is the current, you know, and it picks up, and, you know, it caused my hand to slip out of hers. And you know, it's not that she, you know, wasn't paying attention or wasn't being attentive or anything, you know, like that. It's just that that current was so strong. And you know, of course she panics, right? I mean, you know, thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to get to her in time, my baby's going to drown. And you know, she said, I will, and this is something she even yesterday, you know, said again, you know, that, you know, here she is panicking, trying to get to me. And she said, I will never forget looking down at you, you know, in my full-blown panic, and you were just as calm as you could be. You know, here I was underwater, you guys, you know, underwater looking up at her. And you know, like, it's okay, Mom, you know, everything's going to be just fine. You know, I wasn't worried that she wasn't going to get to me in time. And she said, you know, that calmed her down enough that she was able to get to me. And you know, she was just, she's still blown away by that, all these 39 years later, right? And so, you know, it was like I just knew, you know, that wasn't my time, and you know, and that I knew she was going to get to me, and so there was no worry on my end at all. You know, I was just cool as a cucumber, and you know, that's how she said, she was like, you just had this such peaceful, calm look, like, I'm not worrying. I know what's gonna happen. And we're all going to be, you know, just fine. But you know, like how quickly, you know, something fun and everything, and you know, in the blink of an eye, something can happen, right? And so, when I think of this and, you know, actually reflect on it, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, still to this day, it amazes me, you guys. And, so, you know, when you're going about your day and maybe you're struggling with going with the flow as well, you know, stop and think, you know, maybe where can past experiences help you to see that you can go with the flow, and that you can do it in a way that's calm and peaceful, and that feels, you know, good and natural for you. And you know, to help you kind of, you know, if you're like, oh, this control, you know, maybe help and give yourself that space, give yourself that grace, and you know, that anything truly is possible for you. You know, when you believe in yourself and you believe in your abilities, and you know, that you believe that the universe, you know, is a beautiful, wonderful place, and only wants what's truly best for you, you know, and to have faith in yourself, and you know, in your own intuition, you know, and because you know, there's sometimes those little doubts, even me, you know, can get in there, and then it's what I allow, you know, and that's powerful, you guys, when you realize, you know, what I'm allowing into my existence, or what I'm focusing on, what I'm giving space to, what I'm feeding is gonna grow. So, you know, being more mindful, being more aware, and you know, be just as kind and gentle and loving and supportive of yourself as you are of other people. And you know, you have the pen, you guys, the mighty pen. You're writing your story, and if you don't like where it's at, you have the power to change things around. And you know, it all starts with ourselves, and what we believe and what we allow. So you know, when I think of, like, you know, I don't like being stuck, I don't like being stagnant, you know, I feel like I'm very much someone that was born and made to bust through them blocks, you know. Don't tell me the sky's the limit, don't tell me I can't do something, because I'll show you real quick, fast, in a hurry that I can indeed, right? Like, don't double dog dare me. But you know, we don't like being stuck and stagnant. You know, we're not meant to be stuck and stagnant. We're meant to keep flowing and growing, and you know, adopting this. It is what it is, and you know, if it's not in my power, in my control, to not, you know, keep hanging on so tight. And that's hard for me, you know, but I'd like to think that I'm aging like fine wine, you know, maybe not physically, but, you know, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you know, I feel like things are just getting better, and, you know, taking some of that stress and some of that pressure off of myself, you know, and standing strong and true in my power, and, you know, hopefully helping others along the way. So welcome to my first ever vlog. You know, I'm winging it here, you guys. You know, I pretty much most of what I do is me winging it and just doing the best that I can to my ability. And, you know, that's really all we can do, you guys. And every day that you get up and you try, and you maybe do a little more than you did the day before, that's something to celebrate, you guys. So, you know, make sure that you are cheering yourself on. You have to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest fan, and in tune with your star player. It is so vital, it is so necessary, and it's so very important, you guys. And you know, I wish I had realized things much sooner, or when I did, you know, not stuff it down or ignore it, you know, my own low self-esteem that, you know, was accepting so much garbage, you know. But I guess that's why they say hindsight is 20/20. So, you know, and if I can help even one person, you guys, that's one person more than what I had done, right? And if you're the better for it, then that's amazing. And I just want to see everyone go from just surviving to thriving. And so, you know, that's really the message. So if going with the flow doesn't feel as natural to you either, you know, you're not alone. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this first vlog. If you did, and if you would like to see, you know, more content like this, you know what to do. You know, smash the heck out of that like button and drop those comments down below, you guys. It really does, you know, help me grow as a content creator. And you know, knowing what you guys like, and, you know, figuring all this stuff out as I go. So flying by the seat of my pants here, you know, but I really do love and enjoy it. And you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I truly love and appreciate each and every single one of you. And I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.